All right, it's the end of the month and time for a month in review of the Patreon channel. This is still just $5 a month. If you want to join, the price is going to go up in a couple of weeks, a little bit, but if you join now, it's $5 for you forever. Or it's also like free for 7 days if you want to just poke around and see what's up. So if you were to do that, this is what you would see. Bach on Sunday. Every Sunday we take a look at some Bach, endlessly modulating canon from the musical offering, Canon per tonus. It goes through 6 keys and whole steps until it returns to its original place. Pretty cool piece. We take Monday meditation. Every Monday, take a look at some sort of shape that creates scales and its modes and things like that. This is a 6-note scale. We practice that for a while. That's like a guided meditation. Listening, Bill Frisell Appreciation. This was on the day I did a duo concert with Mr. Frisell, and we just listened through some of his records and talked about what they mean to me and things like that. Paradiddle Johnny. This is a long series looking at putting the Paradiddle Johnny study from Wilcoxon, Charlie Wilcoxon's rudimental swing solos, putting it onto the guitar as a picking study. So I transcribed it, sort of arranged it like as a guitar thing here. You can see the sheet music there. So it's basically like, you know, trying to figure out how to get more dexterity with the pick. Parts 1 and accents and all kinds of flams. There's some flams here. Part 2, part 3. Oh, that's a really hard one right there. Part 4, oh no, part 4 is, I guess, the next week, because we took Easter off and did some Bach for the Crucifixus. That's from the B minor Mass. I layered like 20 guitars and played that. That was kind of fun. Meditation Monday, Shape of the Day. This is the exact opposite shape of the one we did the previous week. Actually, that's kind of interesting. We talked about mirror image scales and stuff. Okay, back to Paradiddle Johnny, part 4. Paradiddle Johnny part 5. This is a long study, obviously. And part 6, full rundown. That's the whole thing right there. And we work on it, getting up to speed. I have a little picking camera here so you can see my hand. Mailbag. This is where I talk to members, answer questions and stuff like that. Talking about Rodney Jones, my teacher, and walking bass lines on the guitar, which is something he does quite well. Another Bach on Sunday chorale. So my new format with these is like put the sheet music up on the screen there and then layer it one voice at a time, playing each voice, and then analyze it, like see what's going on, and then try to improvise on it. So those are pretty long, you know, but very good practice. Okay, sight reading. This is some software that I made that generates sight reading material. Members can download this for free and try it out. The program is called Flyshit, so you can learn how to read Flyshit. So sight reading practice bass clef. Why do we need to read bass clef? Because I said so, and you'll thank me later. Okay, all the things you are. This is another series. This is the original sheet music, very warm for May. So we look at all the things you are, you know, from whatever, the Broadway show version, piano, vocal, sheet music, into looking at the harmony, looking at transposition by learning it with Roman numerals. Then, you know, you see a lot of people are commenting here, so that means it was a popular one. I answer all the comments. We get into cool discussions. All the things you are, part 4, playing the changes, part 5, using the melody, different exercises of, like, you know, how to kind of integrate the melody into your lines. Bach on Sunday, again, another chorale. This looks like a cool one in E. Let's see, Monday meditation. Again, this is another scale. This looks like, well, this would be a 4-note scale that you could think of as a minor major 7th chord in one of the modes. Long comments on this one. Oh, this is yeah, because this is all the things you are working on the dominant chords. We're getting into it now, and all the things you are getting into some more modern sounds. All the things you are changing the time signature, so working on rhythmic stuff now. And then part 6, playing across the bar line. That's like playing phrases that don't fit the time signature. and Keeping Your Place. All the Things You Are, Part 9. Negative Harmony, playing the whole tune upside down. So that was the end of that series. What came next? Let's see. Another Bach on Sunday. Solaris, talking about a little bit about how Andrei Tarkovsky, the filmmaker, uses Bach in his soundtracks and stuff like that, with a focus on that movie Solaris, which is one of my favorites. Mailbag, memorizing changes, playing fourths, and the idea of tonality. I'm not sure what that was. I can't remember, but maybe I should go watch it. Giant Steps. Okay, this was a recent one by request. Most of my videos actually are by request. You know, people ask if I could do something that gives me an idea. So this one was, well, it was meant to just be a couple episodes, but it turned into a longer thing. So this is listening, you know, and then learning the melody and the bass line, singing one, playing the other, and then reversing that. This is looking at how the keys work in there, where they go to and how fast, and then how to transpose it. Oh, Bach on Sunday, another chorale. This one in, it's in D, but looks like it ends on the dominant there. Yeah, it ends on the dominant. So that was a cool one. A lot of stuff going on. You can see these get to be pretty detailed. So Giant Steps, part 4, pentatonics. This is sort of a little bit about trying to limit and control what kind of language you're using. So this is just playing with pentatonics, just playing with diatonics. And then part 6, using chromatics. So this is like all notes are allowed, but then, you know, within reason, I guess. And then after we get through all that, then building up speed on Giant Steps. So this is 200 BPM, 250, 300. And this is kind of like guided practice, these last 3. I think that's it for Giant Steps. Oh no, there's one more Giant Steps. Okay, Rhythmic Idea. Oh yeah, this was, I had a gig that night with Dan Weiss and duo, and I was working out an idea to maybe play on the gig. So I went and did one more on Giant Steps. Another chorale, Bach on Sunday, and Mailbag, Bach harmony books. I talked about Kendall Briggs, who I studied harmony with. Artificial harmonics, talked about Lenny Bro there, and talked about teaching your kids, your own kids that is, which is challenging to say the least. Okay, and this is the last thing. Monk notebook. This was another request, was can you share with us the notebook that I reference on the Monk videos the notebook I was keeping in preparation for doing a concert in last October, where I played the whole songbook in one night from memory. And so this is my notebook, that's my set list there. This is, you know, so I go through in several episodes. Last one is posting today, actually, of this. Just what notes I took and why, and, you know, what choices I was making and all that. So that's about it for the month in review. I hope you can join us over here. It's been having fun. A lot of people are getting involved. Have some musician friends on there, and then beginners, all levels, you know, because there's a lot of stuff. Even other instruments, you know, not guitar players, because I don't always talk about guitar. So anyway, hope to see you. Patreon, link in the bio, or search it up. Work with Miles Okazaki. All right, have a great weekend.